Good morning. Here we are again. Today I want to talk about a saying I heard a lot growing up. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. So there's a lot of truth to this statement. In the being that right now are some of the easiest times that we've ever lived in. And there are some of the softest men walking around on the face of this planet that I've ever seen. I'm not saying that all the men are soft, but a lot of men are soft. There's a lot of examples of being soft. And being in touch with your emotions is not one of them. In fact, being in touch with your emotions and being in control of your emotions is exactly the opposite of being soft and weak. You know, having a heart full of love and endearment for your family and love and endearment for people in general is a huge strength. It's a sign of a strong man. A lot of these guys out here, including myself at times, we're babies. We stumble. We fall short of what we're supposed to be. To embrace and fully love your wife, you're a woman, to give all of yourself to the point where it hurts is a strong thing to do. And a lot of men can't do that. A lot of us grew up in single mother households without a father and without an example of how to be a strong man, of how to carry ourselves and walk through the fire, so to speak. There's a lot of times in life where it's just tough to be alive. It's just difficult. And you see the ones that when things get difficult, you see the ones that fall down and don't get back up, and then you see the ones that do get back up. And the ones that get back up, oftentimes they have a core value inside of them, and a lot of times it has to do with their spiritual connection with God. When you can truly love your family, love your city, love the people that you work with, that's the hardest thing a man can do. It takes sacrifice. It takes willingness to bleed from the heart. It takes willingness to pour yourself out when you feel like all you want to do is stay inside of yourself and nurse your wounds. Because you will get wounded when you expand and reach for new heights, and when you try to grow in love, you're gonna be wounded. You're gonna suffer. But that's part of picking up your cross. If you got a cross, you need to carry it. You need to carry it strong. You need to push until you get to your destination, whatever that destination is. I know for myself, weakness, cowardliness, and foolishness are things that hinder my growth as a man. And that coward is always inside. It never goes away, and if you let it slip out, it will dominate your life. And that's just fear of the unknown, fear that you won't be provided for, fear that you're not going to have what you need. And that comes from a lot of times from youth, being experiencing loss as a child, not having enough food to eat, not having a comfortable place to live, not having security in your life. So you get older and you stay in that childhood mind frame. That inner child is dominated by fear from exposure. to those things. It takes some serious soul searching and some serious recognizing and conditioning yourself through hard work, through hard labor. Labor is something that every human being should go through. You should suffer through labor. You should experience labor. That's the climb. That's the part that we need to enjoy more than the moral victory of getting to the top of the mountain. We should enjoy the climb, the view on the way up. And then when we get to the top, we should be looking for another mountain to climb. Whatever's not going forward, whatever's not moving in a progressive direction is falling back. There is no standstill on Earth. Earth is continually moving. The solar system's continually moving. Everything is continually moving on the micro and the macro. Nothing stays still. So you have to move forward in time. You got to let the stuff that happened yesterday stay in the past, and you got to let the stuff that's happening tomorrow, you can't worry about that. You have to live in this moment, constantly striving to move forward, constantly growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. Simple as that. We gotta get out of our feelings, man. Like I said, it's not weak to have emotions, but it is weak to not have your emotions in check. The other day I was so angry for no reason, and it's one of the first times I've ever recognized, and I was able to say to myself, you're really angry right now. Why are you so angry? And I checked myself because of that, because I recognized that I was really angry. And most of the frustrations that were causing the anger were created by my own doing. Then the things that were outside of my control, the things that I didn't create, that were part of my frustrations, seemed that much worse because I allowed myself to get outside of the protection that God had offered me. That protection, that peace is responsible for success. When you know that you have a loving creator looking over you and providing protection for you, you can stop worrying about the things that you cannot control and begin to focus more on the things that you can control and start to whittle down those weaknesses in your body, in your mind, in your soul. I always notice when I start getting weak, my body starts getting weak. And I'm not saying you have to be some chiseled Adonis or, Wes Watson, but you know when your body's soft and when it's not. You know when you're getting soft. You know when you're not as strong as you should be. And it shows in the physical body first, because the physical body is controlled by the mind. You want to control your body, control your mind. Then your body will follow. Exercise is good. All these things are beneficial to growth and development as a human being. But the most important one is your relationship with God. If you don't keep that in check, all the other things fall by the wayside. So that's just my thoughts for today. I was thinking about what I was going to do for this video. I want to share some good things with you guys. We're going to have more, like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. If you see this video, there's going to be a lot more. And I'm trying to do it every day. I'm staying focused on it. I'll get better. You guys just stick with me while I do that. Have a good day.